4, 3. Hey everybody. Hey, I'm Randy Jones with Incredible Tiny Homes. I got the sun in my face, and I'm doing a solo video. This is, hey, what do they call these videos when you got to hold it and show yourself? I've got see my arm? Look at, I'm holding onto the camera. I know, probably should have a tripod and one of them, what do you call them, extension arms? Look behind me. There is a, I'm going to show you kind of what we're doing. We've restructured the business a little bit on the construction end of it, and we're excited. I'm excited. I'm pumped. Look at that. And we're a little bit after 5 this evening. I'm sorry we didn't have one last night. Amanda is out of town. She took a well-deserved vacation here with her daughter for a couple days. Went to North Carolina, the beach, and be back, I think, Thursday or probably Friday. But I want to show you a little bit about what's going on. And Lord knows what I'm going to end up showing you and talking to you about. And there's just so much I couldn't tell you. When you got so many people living here, so many people you're selling homes to, and the way the economy is and the way materials are and the way everything is, it is like every day is just crazy here. Every day there's decisions being made that you don't know if it's going to impact your company, how much it will be, and where to go, and the men and the training and the wood and the materials. And I never thought it could ever be this exciting and this challenging of doing what we're doing. And then you throw in the human element of it, just trying to rent these homes to people, sell the homes to people, and everybody's got needs. And then we're doing everything custom. We're building custom homes. You can see my mom's house behind me, right there. She's still there. She's 96. Going to be 96 in December. These are ESP homes right here. Here, I'm trying to look in the mirror. Look, like boom, 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 right here. So what we've done is we've moved. See how I can get this. We've moved our ESP panel homes to this part of the building, and all of our crews are right out here. And then, I know you guys probably like to see somebody talking when you're watching a video. Believe me, I don't care to be in a video this, it shaded my eyes. All right, there's our office right there. So we get to be in the office, and I get to be out here. And let me switch this around. How in the world do you flick this around? I'm stuck here now. You guys are gonna have to watch me. But I can walk out my office and I can watch all these being built. Container home, ESP, right? The big building. There's my shadow. You can see me, what I'm doing. All right, let's go inside the shop. Here we go. Got a couple guys working. There's McBee's house. There's these are the bad guys. Yeah. We don't want to associate with these guys.
I'm good guy.
Don't want to associate with them. We're gonna go inside. This is where we all come in. This is where we punch in, and the guys punch in for their time clock. Okay. And it goes in. We come out, and then we walk into the Thunderdome. And this is what we got going on. There's ESP. That's Mila Dales. Here's Lisa Jackson. This is an Ocean Breeze replica. Mike and Chuck are on this. You can see the framing. It's a little beefy house. It's kind of like a Craftsman. That's why it's got 2x4 framing. Top plates, double top plate, everything. You can see a string line that he has there. Make sure these walls are straight. Let's go down here and look at them. What do we got? If there's any builders out there, they love to look and say, I'm going to critique him. All right, look on down there, everybody. Can you see that? How straight those walls are? Mike's a good builder. Him and Chuck both. There's our trusses. Okay, so they were built trusses, you can see. So these are called gussets, and they laminate the two together. Now look, I'm just gonna grab this, and I'm not a strong guy, I'm gonna grab it with 2 fingers. Look how light that is. Isn't that cool? We developed this a long time ago, so we pre-build our trusses, all right? Sometimes if you get a carpentry's book, you'll see a ridge beam and then the rafters hit the ridge beam. Or you can do a truss. I like the truss system. It's quicker, it's easier. You don't have to have a continuous ridge beam the whole length of the house. They will go on top of this right across through here, all right? One man can take that, like you can see, I'm grabbing this right here, and I'll just pick it up and set it on the top plate, put a screw in it. One guy can set all these by himself. Matter of fact, we got one guy builds one house a lot of lone builders here that work by themselves. We'll show you Dave. Dave's in there on a 2-story home. And we have built several 2-story homes. That's a bay window. And I'm sorry I'm skipping around. I'm just looking at what we have here and trying to fill you in of everything we have. All right, you can look down that wall, nice and straight, and see how tall it is. That's why these houses cost so much money. Look at the header up there. Now that's a continuous header, that big board on the very top of the wall. And again, I've told this many times, but we don't have to have individual headers above every opening like you would in a conventional framing. And that's different. I don't know anybody in the industry is doing that. And so that's what I like about tiny homes. We're able to be creative, but not so creative where it's unsafe. So everything that we do it with experience that we've had in the past. You know, we actually talk about what we do. Of course, this procedure here has been for years that we've always built like this. But I've discussed things with some friends of mine who are engineers, and had been in the trades for a long time. So when we make a change, like here we got 2x3s, and we actually went with the ANSI certification company that we work with, and they've said, hey, that's great for a structural member on this kind of home, so we're good on that. Then we go to our ESP, and those have been engineered, right? And so we didn't have to do the engineering. It was done for us before we came to this, where we bought our panels. So our inspection company that we go through that certifies our homes have said, we accept the engineering that had taken place on these panel homes, and that's why we're able to ANSI them. Lights are not on in here, and we've been in here a couple times. But I wanted to show you the floor, kitchen. This is a 10x20. I know we've been in here a bunch of times, and you guys have seen these, and this is like an RJO floor plan, kitchen, bathroom, and this is an RJO 10-foot, just like Ashley's house at the 10x16. That was just the first one we'd ever done, and she came out and says, let's take an RJO and put a staircase on it. Loved it. Said, man, let's do this, and let's add 4 more feet to it. So if you walk in, here's a full kitchen. That's 8 feet of countertop. Range hood is directly vented out. Microwave, plug on the top, plugs along the back. You got your sink with your cutting board flush with the top. That's where the refrigerator goes. Barn door into the bathroom. Here's your shower. All right. That's going to be the washer and dryer, and of course the toilet. Water heater under the counter. Refrigerator's here, pull it out, get to the water heater. Love it. Electrical. This is the thing that we've had to learn how to do electrical is you got to hide. You can see the walls are full. They're completely full. You can't run a wire in there. We can run it in about 4 or 5 inches, cut a hole and put a box in. Now up here, we'll put a trough. We call them a trough. It's like a hollow board that we'll put up. We make it, and we'll put a puck light right here, and all these wires will be hid inside that trough. We put another light here for the shower. So we've learned to do this. It's taken some time, but now we're becoming really efficient. Now on the floor there is the line set that we call a line set, or the heating and air conditioning coolant lines. And we build a box along that. And this is the closet. So, and this is also the washer and dryer that goes in here. And you also have a closet that could come, anybody with that. We just have this open space. You could put shelves, you could put coat hangers, a rod to hang your clothes. All right, but it's just nice to have this area as a closet. Now this house was sold as a $25,000 deal that we put on, gosh, it was last January of this year, I think, or even before. And people have waited a long time for these homes. Believe us, we're learning, we've added. Now think about it, when we first started it, I thought, well, we'll stucco the whole thing. But now you can see how we're putting wood on the ceilings, right? Wood there. I'm gonna show you another house that we tried. So we're trying stucco in the triangle part, and then we're trying to put some wood in it too. We're trying to play around with some of this stuff. Wood underneath here. Now, what we're doing on the next generation of these, instead of putting this loft material as the foam panels, we're actually putting 2x6s in, and I'll show you that right now. We did one today, and I'll show you what it looks like. ESP framed home. There's a 10x20. We got 2 of them going. That's a double dormer. So this house here is exactly the same as the one we just walked through, but instead of the triangle dormer on the side, we decided to go ahead and put 2 double dormers. And this is for a different build, of course, and it's not one of the specials, it's a frame. But the double dormer is going to be massive. This is 10 foot wide, 8 foot long loft up there. You're talking way room that you need for a king size bed. Okay. Let me go back down here. I'm going to show you this loft. And it's all out of wood. There's no panels or anything like that. You see our fans going. We got daylight in here. So I put a big window in that thing to bring light in. And then we put skylights all along there. Isn't that cool? Every time I come out here, I just love looking at this building. We got temporary steps for the guys. Okay, so this is another ESP. We're trimming out the windows with wood, putting V-groove in the ceiling. And then what we did, look underneath here. Isn't that cool? I kind of like that. I mean, I like the stucco too, but I like all kinds of change-ups. Now, up there, you guys can see the triangle dormer has got stucco in it. So it's wood with stucco, got some wood, ceilings, all this. So I thought I'd give you a chance. This is our matrix cabinets. They're a shaker-style door and drawers. Okay, this one's got a couple little extra, you can actually add extra cabinets to your kitchen if you'd like. You just need to talk to your salesperson on that when you're buying your home, if you want any extra cabinets above and beyond what we normally would offer with our basic design. Now let's go down here and I want to show you this 2-story house. Now you know this house cannot be transported very far from here, and we have a resort. We call it a resort. It's a mountain community that we're putting together, and this home will just be going across the street. And when I look at this, it just, wow. I hope it's not going to be way up in the mountain, because, man, that is just a big house. Wow. 2 stories. And we got to get it out that door. It doesn't look like it can go, does it? Wow. Staircase, of course, you can see where these windows are. There's Dave up there. Be careful, Dave. Can't hear, he's got his earbuds in. Is that not cool? He's doing it. Now watch him. He's going to guide that across there. That's his rafter. See him? He got it all set. Now right there is his plywood. He's looking at me. So he did all his rafters. See, that's the same thing. See the gussets and the rafters that we built. 2 picture windows. Wow, this is going to be beautiful. Yep, another picture window. Look at all the picture windows in this thing. 1, 2, 3, and then 1 is out here. And then you got your egress window up top. That's nice. I can't wait to see the design on this. Oh, here is our next Hobbit home. And we were talking about, remember, I think last week Amanda and I were showing you the arch. So we've got that cut. Now we've got the swoop kind of. That's perfect. It's exactly what I wanted, because there's a staircase that goes up on this side, and there's a loft up there, and then you got your living room. So from here, you can actually see from here, it's 8 feet is your stairs, your shower, your bathroom, and then your kitchen. And then from this part back is all living room. I love that when it comes to, I like it personally because it gives me big room to have as a living room and have people over and entertain, and it just feels big. And then also, of course, you guys can see the Hobbit door has been cut. But this right inside here will all be one big room. And then from those wires back is your bathroom and your kitchen. Done. Just like the other one. It's just been a popular floor plan for us. And this is 10 foot wide. So look at the size of the bedroom up there. You gotta have an arched roof, full bathroom, full kitchen, staircase, and then all this is living room. We haven't cut our windows in yet. They will have more windows placed in. Here's our Hobbit door. And you guys, I've showed you before, I take rings. And these rings are from a ventilation company that these are normally built for ventilation, big ductworks in factories, and they hook their ductwork together. So I came up with this. I thought, man, can't we use this to make a round door? So this one fits inside this one. You got a door stop, and then we take these hinges and we weld them up. So that's how we get a Hobbit door. There you go. What a beautiful evening. We got that Hobbit out there that you guys see, this blue. We've been waiting on the developer. He's just been storing his houses for him. That one over here is ready to go too. But we'll see him probably, I think he's coming by tomorrow. But look how we cleaned everything out. See, all the ESPs are gone. The only thing we do down here is we assemble the panels right here, which that's going to change too. We're going to take that down by the office. And we get our pad down so we can start throwing up our trusses to build another 100 feet in here. Now this right here is Juliana's house, and she's in there. She's worked for us for 6-8 months, I think, or more. She stained it. I like the stain. She's doing a lot of the work herself. We put the siding on, we'll put the cedar shakes and stuff on there for her, and then she's finishing it out. So I want to watch her progress and how she does here in there working. She knows a lot. She's actually a carpenter. Yeah. So she's going to finish out her house. Listen to her working. That's awesome. She lives in a KOA over here in town. Those are our next prodigies coming up. And these will be built in the shop, getting ready. We got them wiring, plumbed up today, ready to go inside. We'll spray foam them, and they're our next builds. Yeah, there's a lot going on. Hey, I want to tell you, let me flip it around so you guys can see me. I wanted to tell you we had a meeting yesterday, and it was good because we're setting up supervisors to run the guys. You know, even though we have partnerships here, we've learned that, you know, we have a lot of new guys. We had almost 13 new men that are carpenters, learning to be carpenters. Even if you are a carpenter, it still is some learning curve that you need to know coming in here and seeing everything that we do and learning the wiring, the plumbing, the framing. So it's been kind of good that we instated a couple supervisors. We're gonna have up to 3 of them. And it's been awesome. I can't tell you, this is just the first day that we've put this together, and I've already felt my load completely come off my shoulders, and I can get to so many other things. I've seen Tom too. We hear more tools running. It's less questions. The guys are right there. They have a supervisor and somebody to talk to immediately, you know, so it's just working out really good. These are our containers behind me. We got these 2 containers going on. Look at that, isn't that cool? I'm gonna turn this thing around here. There's the beach community. Of course, we had rain this morning, and man, it come out to be a beautiful day here in East Tennessee. Now, if you're waiting and you're one of our customers or people that live here, a resident that lives here, we have been building sheds. We got 5 more. We built 5. We got 5 more to do, and these will be our last 5 I think we'll need to do for a while. People purchase sheds on their lot, so everybody, I think it looks nice. It's a 6x6. We've had requests for bigger, but we don't want to build any bigger. Our lots are small, and we want to keep everything uniform and quaint. So, but we got about 5 more. You can paint these, you can stucco them, people have done all kinds of cool stuff to be creative to make them look a little different, you know. But they're insulated. You can put a little heater in them. You can keep them cool and warm if you wanted to put something there that you don't want to freeze. So what we're trying to systematically do is there's the floor systems, and we put the metal on the floor, and we're able to, you know, save the time. It's like anything else you got to do. If you got to do it multiple times, you try to find an efficient way to build. But everybody, I'm excited about where this company is going. It is massively intimidating because of so much responsibility that we carry here with your money that we're using to build these homes. The quality that we got to get it out, and in remembering everything. You know, we do forget, and there's things that slide through the cracks, and we just ask you for your patience and believe us that nothing's ever intentional. Even if you get an email, sometimes the emails can say things that you may owe money or something like that. Believe me, if anything comes up and there's a confusion, we just need to talk about it. Everybody, we'll just talk and get things done. And there's a big container. We're going to be starting another new home. Look at this. There's another container there. That's one Jason was working on. It's Proctor. Yeah, so we're back where I started the video. And because I can't hold the camera and take you guys around everywhere and show you some more things. And Amanda's gone. You know what? It takes two people to do this. It really does, unless I had me a stick that I can hold up. Isn't that pretty? Hey, wait a minute. Let's see, I think this door is locked. If it's locked, he puts his tools in there and locks them up. I was going to show you this one. Look at that. See that container with the sliding glass door? And then those doors will fold tight, and it's waterproof done, and you can't even tell. It'd be cool if nobody even put windows in it, then you wouldn't even know it was a house. I think he's got it locked. Yeah. There I am. Let's go inside. Now, you may be turning this thing off thinking, oh, I'm done. No more tiny homes for me. He's not going to show us anymore. Look at the stucco. That's all the stucco we still got to put up. Yep. Good deal. All right, I'm going to come back here. This is the headquarters. And you guys know, if you've watched our videos over the years, I don't care to show you stuff. There you go. Got my microphone. Everybody's gone home. And put that right there. How's that? Okay. One thing I wanted to talk to you guys about a little bit is we have had to have a price increase. All right. It's went up considerably, but we're looking at the prices and what we did. I had to come up because of everything that has went up. Our trailers, the steel, when we first started here, our trailers were $2,500. That's for a basic trailer. Believe it or not, at 8x16. That's why we can, we've got some great people that work with us and in the way we do business and how we buy in bulk. So it's really been able to help. But they're almost doubled now, okay? And they're looking in about 60 days of the steel, not the whole trailer, but the steel is about ready to maybe double or triple again. Lumber has come down, as you guys know. Some plywood's not as much. 2x4s and things are not as much. The one thing we use the most of had never went up in price. So we didn't have a lot of money. It didn't really affected us. Of course it did on the price, but I didn't increase it. I left it low, and I left it probably too low, too long. But what has went up is our wall boards. You know, the V-groove and on all the walls and all the siding, that's the majority of the wood we use. It has went through the roof. We used to get it for 35 cents a lineal foot. It is now over $1.09 a lineal foot. Okay, so we're looking at almost, it's about $1.90 per square foot, and we used to have that. It was like what, 70 cents a square foot. You know, so that's went up. Our laborers went up. You know, we would hire just helpers walking through the door. Anybody's $10. Now it's straight across the board 15. You know, you come in the board, you know what, if you come in the board, you come here to work, it's $20 an hour. You know, if you're a carpenter and you know what's going on, it's $20 an hour. Our really skilled guys are 25 and up. We're giving bonuses. It's just the way we have to do to motivate, to keep, and to pay our guys good to make sure that they can make a living. For the last 6 years building this company, you know, I don't think that I've probably been the best businessman in the world. I have probably this somewhat of a mindset, and I don't know why, but and people that know me, you may think I'm the biggest car salesman and the biggest con there is. But I'm telling you the truth. I do not think about profits as the way I should. I don't think about acquiring things for myself in this life, and I should, but I haven't. And I have not raised our prices for so long because I don't know if it was pride or if it was just an idea of wanting to keep you guys. I just wanted to be able to build houses for a great price and for keeping them low. And I'm going to still try to come down with some other types of models that would help people that need homes. I would always like to do that. But the whole world has changed, and I've allowed it to go way past me, and I've stayed back. And it's been hard. We have not acquired the money to continue big infrastructure here and add to the life of everything. Everybody comes here and like, oh my God, you're 6 months behind. You must be making all kinds of money. Well, we weren't, because we sold all them and didn't raise our prices, and it's just getting by. It's just getting by. We've always been busy. We've never really had a lack of work for the last 3 years. But it's just been frustrating because, I don't think about taking money and thinking, hey, I'm going to build a house, or buy a truck and a car, and better the offices. I'm really bad about this. I could come in here and be in this office forever. I wear the same clothes. I don't change much. I don't know if I'm boring or not, but usually people are pretty boring personality-wise. But I don't think of stuff I don't think about needing more things. I want to build the business, and our numbers were working for what we were doing. All right, so if we had a house, and let's say we were making $7,000-8,000 off a house, right? Profit. Well, when all our P&Ls come in, profit and loss statements come in, and then our income tax statements come in, and then we count how many homes we built for the year. And I know my finger should have been on the pulse the whole time and looking at profits and gotta all this stuff. But not when you're a supervisor, you're a business owner, you're hiring, you're firing, you're dealing with customers. One thing I did, and I'll get back to what I'm doing. I want to get off track here. But, I gave my cell phone number out a few years ago because I'm serious about building these homes. And we didn't have an office staff. We had 1 or 2 girls, and they were overwhelmed. And I said, we've got to build homes. Call me, and put my number out there. Well, that keeps me pretty busy. I get a lot of texts. I get a lot of phone calls. I make a lot of sales that way. And it's hurt me being so busy and preoccupied with the building, with the design, with the day in, day out workings of this company. And I haven't had my pulse on the numbers per se and what we need to do of raising prices and constantly be within that bookkeeping of watching the numbers. I like doing that. I enjoy looking at things that'll work number wise and adding and just figuring all that out. That's enjoyable to me. But the more I like probably building and designing more so than anything. But being so preoccupied with everything here, we've got the financing that we have to do. There's so many questions about financing. Then we have the written contracts, the warranties. We got issues with homes that we need to fix. Things that went wrong. Then we put the communities in out here, dealing with the developing the properties. Then you got people moving in and the drama that comes with all the people coming in here. People are dissatisfied. People are disgruntled. People that are happy. All that stuff occupies my life. And I got this thing where I want to really make affordable homes. I don't want to be like everybody else out there. But it's come to the point where I've had to raise my prices. They're on the website if you like. We're still, we're looking at them. Is it enough, or is it where it's going to be? But when your income tax comes in and you really realize where you're at, it's disappointing, And so that's where we're at. I hope that it doesn't interfere with the sales and the growth of the company. But it's like this: if we can't make enough money to feel good about what we do and really help, it's like we were so close. And I was talking to Will and Becky today. All right, this is how I do business. I figure up how much it costs to build a house. I figure how much profit margin, how much overhead I'm thinking we got to do, and I look at it. I don't look at competitors. I say, hey, we can do it. There's so many, now after running a company so long, there's so many underlying costs that I didn't apply to that. But there's no negotiating on our prices before. There's nothing. I mean, we have had to have it bared to the bone. So when somebody said, hey, I need some steps for my house, and I feel terrible that we sold a house to a lady. She can't physically build steps, but she needs steps on her home. And that $350 to build steps is just like, man, we end up doing it for 100 people. It's going to kill us financially, going to set us behind. We have no room for error, nothing, zero. And I know a lot of companies and people that sell things, what they end up doing is that's the ice maker. They end up increasing their prices, inflate their prices, knowing that they're going to have to negotiate and back down and reconsider and all these things. I've never done that before. I've just said, hey, this is it. But it's been too hectic, too hard. People don't understand. They think we're making all this money but still want things. And I want to give them those things. I'm going to say, yeah, why can't we do this? So if we raise our prices up, and that's what we're doing now, is we're raising our prices just to cover our costs. So I'm thinking about, do we need to raise them up and increase for some amenities that people want anyway? All right? So all that stuff plays a part, but it takes time for me to think about it to see how we want to structure all this. So I haven't made any decisions yet, but that's what's going to be going on now that we've structured outside in the building and the inventories. That's what's been going on for 9 months. 9 months. I made a vow at the first of this year that this was a year of perfection. I know some people have made some fun of me because it still doesn't look perfect and we don't build perfect homes and we've had some problems, but you know what? I'm trying. I'm still trying to build perfect homes and we're getting there. I got some of the greatest guys that have come here to work, and I've seen them grow and learn a trade. And I just hope we can survive all this. I hope you guys can survive all that's going on in the world and the money and how things are costing so much more. I mean, haulers are charging more, steel's more, wood's more, labor's more, groceries are more, everything is. I just hope we can continue to do this. So I just want to let you guys know that I'm doing my best to keep our costs down and to try to give you guys a home. And you guys, and I know that if you're buying a home from me, some people, you'll watch this video and you'll never watch it again after you buy a home. That's fine. I understand. What's the interest in it, right? But you want to see a business flourish. I think it would be embarrassing if we built in 10 years after we started, we don't have anything better than what we started out with, you know. I think there's a balance in that. We don't need to be flamboyant, but we also need to be saying, hey, we're a good company, we're growing, and this is what happens when you're a profitable company, right? So thank you for your business. I hope that you can continue to share our videos and tell people who we are and what we do. And always, I'm always available for appointments. If you want to talk to me, you want to come and talk to Will or Becky. It's getting to where we have a lot of people coming in here, but I talked to a lady tonight, and she had a situation about some things that happened in the office and just some information. And we talked, done, over. I had another lady over in North Carolina. She's getting her house taken to Florida. And you guys all know these people. I don't want to mention their names. But I was able to personally try to help and be a part of what's going on. That's what I always want to be, a part of everybody's. I can't get with everybody, but I do my best to help whatever we can, you know. And listen, we got people that are mad. We try to help them, fix them. We got a guy in Arizona. He's going to fix up Debbie I think this weekend. And we just went to Arkansas and installed the door. I mean, that's his stuff, you know. Tom was telling me the other day, he said, you know, Clayton Homes that build mobile homes. I don't know if you guys know anything about mobile homes, but they have a fleet of trucks that travel and crisscross the country everywhere doing repairs and maintenance. So, and that's been another issue, is like we're so lean, we haven't had money for maintenance. And it's hard, you know, it's hard to take out money here that we don't have and then go across the country and fix a problem that may cost us $3,500. If it was here, it'd have been maybe $1,200. But we've had to fix them and repair them, and then it's slow getting to them because we're trying to figure out where we can get the finances to do that. That's not right. And that's another reason for increasing in cost, because no matter what you do, there's always going to be a potential problem, especially in construction and building. So, all right, everybody, I'm going to say goodbye. Thank you for watching this video. Please subscribe, thumbs up. I know you're hitting the off button right now. I'm terrible about watching videos. I don't know if I would stand here and watch me watch them, but if you do enjoy what we do, I appreciate it so much. You guys following us, and tell somebody about us. All right, I will be back tomorrow. I hope to come back earlier in the day so I can have somebody hold the camera. There's a whole lot of things I want to show you, especially across the street in the mountain. It's kind of cool. We're cutting in a couple more roads. Got some big news on the mountain. All right, we'll make a debut, but I'll show you what's going on over there too. All right, got some technical things tomorrow. I would like to show you some technical things in a home, some home repairs that you guys are needing, maybe leveling a home. All this to do this week, tomorrow, and probably till Friday. So I will set that up tomorrow, and I'd like to show you really some issues that people are having after you get home, after your home is a year old, 2 years old, and 3 years old, and what can happen after, and how to maintain your home and fix some things that you guys wouldn't cost you nothing but just a few tools to repair them with, all right? Thank you. You'll have a great night. And I'm Randy Jones with Incredible Tiny Homes. Have a great night.